It's morning.
Yes, and what a lovely morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We've talked the whole night through.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Sam, I don't think people want to hear you slam banging.
I do that all the time. It's just that now I should have a mic. I'm sorry, I need to stop. Good morning, everyone.
Yes, good morning, good morning.
Don't
Welcome
mind
to
Grumpy Chris.
the morning roast. Well, you know, I got to be around you. It makes me grumpy.
Wow.
Yeah. Today we're going to have on Lisa Treece, but she is having computer issues. I just got done having computer issues. Oh wait, there she is now. Hello. We went ahead. I went ahead and got us live going.
Awesome.
Went ahead and started us. And you're gonna be here to talk with us about I'm So Goth.
Yep, that's the goal.
All right. And let's see. Now the main creator is
Jeremy, my husband.
Jeremy, yeah.
Yeah, he is the main creator behind the story. It was inspired by his early life. And I don't mean like a baby, but like between 18 and 22, hanging out in the goth clubs, and his experiences there, and how everybody was so accepting in a way that was unexpected, and you could really be whoever you wanted to be. And he really wanted to explore that concept. And so I'm So Goth has developed into this, who are we really? And what parts of ourselves are we hiding? And how do we figure out who we are? How do we accept who we are? And it's really like so much more of a heartfelt story than you would expect. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I always liked the Goth kids when I was a young man. They were always fun to hang out with.
We're an interesting crew.
Oh, there's Chimera in the chat. He says my computer works. Suck it. Well, how dare you, Chimera? Not all of us apparently have such high quality PCs as you. We got Horror Radio with us. He says unprofessional as always. You can't be late to every single one of these, man.
Damn.
Yes, I can. I can do what I want. I'm a man.
Is that a challenge? You have Solon say, hi, Chris and Sim. You look exactly like I felt when I got up this morning. But since I'm from the future, which is Europe, that's way in the past. Hello, and nice to meet you, Lisa.
Oh, nice to meet you.
That's our chat co-host.
I seen a video when I was scrolling through Facebook Soul, and it was a man just reading off signs in German, and everything sounded angry and grumpy.
That's the beautiful thing about German.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to send that to Soul. But I seen that. So is this I'm So Goth? Is this his first works?
No. So this is
issue number 2,
issue
like
number
it
2.
says on the title.
Well, I know that. I meant the I'm So Goth.
I know.
Here.
So, I mean, if you really want to go back, I'm So Goth was really one of the first stories he started telling, but it was 18 years ago when he first started with this. It was something totally different. And in issue 1, we actually have a throwback page to the way that he used to draw the book. And when we were talking about it a couple nights ago, he's like, it was so weird to try to regress myself like that, to draw as the person I was 18 years ago. It was actually a really difficult task for him. But it was a lot of fun, and it really harkened back to the feel of what it started to be. But we also have a lot of other properties, and Jeremy's also worked for Marvel. He's done image work before. He's been around.
Oh, wow.
In a positive way.
So he's a very experienced man when it comes to this
he really
stuff.
is.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I really like this art style. It looks pretty interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of inspiration there from Central American and South American artists and anime and animation in general. Like we're both huge 90s cartoon kids.
I was gonna say it
Uh,
looks like French cartoons.
yeah.
Yeah, those classic French comic books, like forever. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Pretty much, I mean, obviously not to hate on American artists. That's not it. We're American artists. We get it.
Mhm.
We love to draw on inspirations from outside of traditional Marvel and DC comics. And a lot of that usually is Central American, South American, French artists. We were actually just talking about French books this morning and how every time I open one, I feel like I'm stepping into the Louvre and like I can't like
Yeah,
there's
but that's the difference. It's like that's one of the things that people forget. It's like comic books. It's I don't know, 1 page a month. Like they want a comic every month, right? So
yeah.
people are on a rush to get those things. So you cannot work those scenes as you would like. When French comics, they have a year to 2 years each book.
Because they treat it as a true
Yeah,
art form. The whole community does. It's a beautiful thing.
It's known as the ninth art in around the world. It's just that nobody talks about it. It's the ninth art. It's sequential art. It's something of its own. There's a lot of people that can draw, that can paint like hell.
Yeah.
But when you go try and do a comic, they'll go, dude, I want to commit seppuku.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
weird.
feel that.
you really need to like that storytelling aspect to
Right.
sequential art. Like it's an art of itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's closer to it's one of the things that Kirby used to say. Like people used to say you're an artist. It's like, no, I call myself a cartoonist.
Yeah.
Doing comics is closer to animation
Definitely.
than actual painting or art.
At least my favorite comics anyway, because when I'm reading a comic, I need to be able to have you move me through it, like the flow of your panels and the movement of your characters. I want to not feel like I'm having any hard stops. I want your story and the movement of your art to carry me through from the beginning to the end. And when I close it, I need it to feel like I just watched a show with like subtitles on.
Like right now, right here, you see an aspect that a lot of people don't know about, and I'll use that to illustrate it. Panel 1, 2, 3. One of the things that a lot of people don't know is that there has to be an aspect in every panel that leads to the next panel.
Right.
So then you see they're running towards the next panel. The arm leads to the third panel, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
All right. Now, for some reason, the Facebook comments aren't showing up on my StreamYards here, but we have Chubb over on Facebook. He comments on there and he says, looks like the Goth Comics SLG used to publish.
Yes, absolutely. We also get a lot of connection to that. And Jeremy and I particular, we really do have a soft spot in our heart for those. God, when I was in high school, I think every alternative kid had a copy of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac tucked under their arm. Because it was something so outside of the norm and it spoke to such like disastrous intent and feeling. And we were like, oh yeah, I'm there. I feel that, man. It's so deep and I'm so dark inside. But
is that the vampire goth thing? Or am I missing?
Johnny
the zombie goth girl, I think.
Yeah.
Is that no? Because I remember seeing something going around like it's a zombie girl, and the style is similar to this. I'm trying to pinpoint it.
So
zombie girl, like zombie tramp.
Oh, there you go. That's the name.
Oh, yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
Slave labor graphics or SLG. They really like the creator Jonan Vasquez for Invader Zim. He did Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and he was on I Feel Sick. And those books particularly, and a lot of things that came out through SLG, really resonate with the style that Jeremy and I create in, which is somewhat outside of the norm. Everything's always going to be a little bit weird. But the thing that's different for us really is that we're also super influenced by cartoons, like 90s cartoons, and by Disney and Pixar. And so there's always this underlying story that is filled with heart, even when you don't expect it, even when things are a little bit strange and you're not sure where they're going to go, but then you get blindsided by this, oh man, it was this heart all along. It was this story of connection and of finding your place and knowing your worth. And so while we have the creepy, cute, weird aspect of things like SLG, we're also really intently connected on the Pixar end of things and wanting to tell a story that really connects with people.
Yeah, so how many pages is this?
So it's 36, but right now we're trying to get to reach 200 backers so that we can add another 4 pages, including a Barry Bean Buddies short, which is the IP that the main character's mom actually created. So the main character is Colette and her mom, Susan, the cool goth mom. She is a graphic designer and created the Barry Bean Buddies. She does like Beanie Baby style stuffies of them, and also has comics of them. And so in the back of the books, we're hoping to include a 2 to 3 page Barry Bean Buddy short for each one of the floppies, and then compile them all when we have all of the issues done and have like a whole Barry Bean Buddy section in the back of a trade.
I remember when they used to do that
idea.
in comics before. They used to have like a little strip at the end, like a Savage Dragon did it for a while. Like, yeah.
That's really what we want to, get the feeling of, because a lot of my inspiration for how I like my books to look is influenced by things like EC comics. So I'm an old horror comics fan. I used to rep Blood of Dracula in my bag. Couldn't wait to pull it out to show people, like, look at this dope shit I read.
So you know
me.
Yeah.
You know who Richard Corbin is.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people don't know. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Great artist.
I'm also a huge Bernie Wrightson fan.
Yeah.
I used to have the Cycle of the Werewolf calendar. There was a whole Kickstarter for it, and I think it was a Kickstarter. This was a couple years ago. But I remember when it arrived, like, I tore that thing open like a kid on Christmas. I cried over it. I couldn't wait to put it up by my desk. I love OG horror art because there's something about it that is terrifying and beautiful.
Yeah, his Frankenstein's a masterpiece.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay, let me catch up on the chat here. Creators Outlet's with us. He says, "You're a man, Chris. When did this happen?" When I grew those 3 wispy chest hairs, sir.
Yeah, they dropped like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. The 3 wispy chest hairs will always be there, sir.
I'm not talking about the tree whimsy here.
Oh, geez, sir. This is a professional show. We don't talk like that, sir. Sir.
That was a delayed hit.
You've heard me. If you want to get away from that stereotype, I'm fairly balanced in this man. That's true, Soul. And then Marinus is bossy. You're kind of like flipped of what you would expect. I would not expect him to be so bossy. I would expect it from you, Soul.
Right? It's like you go play with them. You're like, you're expecting the German to be like to the dot, like to be the one to be like, don't put the stuff in the wrong box and the this and the that. And no, it was the other one. It was the Dutch.
27% of the world population has homicidal tendencies. The rest are just victims. Oh, wow.
Johnny the homicidal maniac.
The more you know. And then he says something. Okay, Jonan Vasquez is a fun guy.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely an interesting fellow, yeah.
Oh, Pale Rider's with us. He says Goth Girls were fun.
We still are fun. Thank you.
We're not talking about the brought you pick up at the retirement home. hey, Pale Rider's got all those strippers sold.
He probably has some goth ones too.
Oh, we actually, that piece right there, Jeremy and I agreed we're going to give away to one backer. It's an 11 by 17
Oh, wow.
black and white with ink wash. It took him about a day and a half. And we're just like, the idea was originally we wanted to have it as a tier, but then we were like, man, let's just do a cool art giveaway. We didn't do that or incorporate any of that really last time into the first issue campaign.
Mhm.
So we thought that could be a cool draw. And how often do you get like a full 11 by 17 piece of comic art to put on your wall? That's a really neat experience, especially if you're a fan. So we wanted to offer that to anybody that backed the campaign. And so literally, like, even if you just back at a digital tier, we'll cover the shipping costs. We're happy to send it out.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is a nice piece.
Thank you.
That's a-
Yeah,
that's
it's actually for the
that's
variant cover.
Neat. Oh, so it's a cover original art piece.
Yes, it is.
That's even more valuable.
Right. Yeah, and those stretch goals, they've all changed, to be honest, because we unlocked the bookmark. We're putting that in every physical package.
Mhm.
The button upgrade, if you're getting a accessories pack or more, you're going to get all 4 buttons. We want to get that Barry Bean Buddy comic unlocked because I'm a huge Barry Bean Buddy fan. Yeah, and then the next thing, if we can hit 250 backers, we really want to do these Barry Bean Buddy trading cards. We had a first set put out with issue number 1, and we have issue number 2 with 5 all new Barry Bean Buddies that we want to unveil, including the one in pink there, that's Bear Bear, and the one in green, that's Prickly Pear Bear. Yeah, they're cute and weird, and I love them because creepy cute is my thing.
No, these little Barry Bean Buddies, they're not real life things to buy, right?
Not yet, but the
Oh, good.
hope is that eventually we will be able to turn them into like little plushies.
Oh, good, because I know somebody who'd probably want one. She'd be like, "Yeah, buy me a stuffy. Buy me that stuffy."
Well, they're cute. I don't blame her.
Yeah, and then I'd end up finding it, laying on my couch or something. Oh my! Yeah, so this is only got 47 hours to go.
Yeah,
So-
we're really counting down, getting to the wire there, and I think it's 11:40 left. So we've got our fingers crossed. We've had a lot of support from the indie comics community. That's been huge, man. Like, as an aside, I, as a creator, have a lot of anxiety. I have a lot of mental health issues that I deal with, and I'm really good at masking them when I'm with other people. But it takes a lot for me to be with other people, to reach out to a community, to want to be in, face-to-face situations, or even here on a live stream. I'm always worried about how I'm going to mess up or how stupid I'm going to look. So
you don't have to worry about that. We make ourselves look stupid all the time.
That's why we did this show, and that's why it's called the Morning Roast. The principle is that we think we thought one day, like, dude, the fact that we like to roast each other because we've been friends for a long time, it kind of makes the guests more comfortable.
Oh yeah,
fucking up. It's weird, like the fact that we're not that, you could say professional about it. We like to have fun.
Yeah, I think just going into a situation like this and learning to not take yourself too seriously is going to endear a lot of people to want to be around, which is the thing that I'm trying to keep in my mind this whole time. Is reach out to the community and just be yourself, and don't worry about being too professional. Don't worry about messing up, because everybody does, and it just makes you more human. And that's going to be the thing that actually forges the genuine connections with people.
Wait a minute. Why do I have you? No, you go up here. Sim goes on the bottom. Get down there, Sim.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. You got to be up here in the middle where people can see you more. There you go. Jay Marinus is here. He says, "How do you do, fellow kids?"
Howdy do.
Yes, Marinus. Yes, you're fitting right in with those young people. Let's see. Aurelio says, "Can't look dumber than Sam."
Coming from him, it's a compliment.
Hey, Johnny Cage. He says they do make themselves look stupid quite often. Yes, that's correct,
Yep.
Johnny. Correct. Yes, thank you. Oh, Wise Guys is with us. Hail, hail.
What's up, wise guys?
Said he's just popping in to show support. Thank you. Always appreciated. All right, and how many pages is the first issue?
So the first issue, I believe, is 32 pages, and
Okay.
the second issue is currently 36, hoping to be 40.
All right. And if I wanted to get both, how
Yeah,
much
if
would
you
that
want to
cost?
get both, there's a PDF pack for 10 where you can get 1 and 2. But if you want to get both physically, there is a physical
There
plus
it is.
PDF pack. Yep, that gets you both of the physical issues and both of the PDFs.
Okay. Okay, get it for $30. All right. And then and how many issues are you planning on going for with this?
So, originally it was supposed to be like 2 trades of 4 issues each, but now we're looking at closer to 3 trades. So we're looking at about 12 issues to finish the whole story. I always like to say writing subject to change, because as a creator in the middle of a project, you're always coming up with a bunch of new exciting ideas if it's your own IP. Like, oh, but what if I do this? And oh, I could add this thing. And wouldn't that be exciting if? And yeah, so it went from 8 to 12, and I'm thinking it couldn't possibly be more than 15 issues, and then we're going to wrap it all up. It does have a lovely beginning, middle, and an end, so it's got to end at some point.
Yeah, so I mean, it does sound like you guys got quite a bit planned for the future with this.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I think that people aren't expecting. So when I explain the story, I like to say in 2 words, it's boo and oomps, 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 because it's a lot of like creepy, but a lot of fun. And we're going to see ghosts. We're going to see aliens. There's going to be these fantastic scenes in each of the books where the main character or one of the main characters is in some sort of a physical altercation where they're literally fighting to get this party off the ground. In issue 2, if you scroll down, you can see the scene with the blue light. That's actually where Colette is fighting her way through the bogalites, we like to call them, to get the supplies that she needs so that she can throw this killer party before her mom forces her to get this job at Roy and Jean's Gas and Go.
Lame.
Yeah,
Mom.
totally lame. So a lot of the times I will say that this book gives me a lot of Scott Pilgrim vibes in that way, where it's this blend of reality and fantasy. And a lot of people question how much of what Scott is going through is in his head, how much of it is real. But it's all real. It all happens that way. It all exists. It's that seamless blend where you question it because it all could be in their head. But like it says, yes, the arrow is real.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I do like that style though.
Thank you. Jeremy has cultivated it for quite some time.
Yeah, I never got to be the goth kid.
You can always be the goth kid. There's not a time limit on that.
Yeah, he's not a kid anymore.
Yeah, I'm not a kid anymore.
You can't go goth.
I mean, you can always be a kid at heart. Don't sell yourself short.
Oh, Sim, did you see that Mr. Bear, and he went and dyed his hair like he said he was going to?
Oh, already?
Yeah, he put pictures up on Twitter. He reached his goal.
I hope he gets to the mohawk.
Yeah, I hope so too.
The green mohawk.
Indeed.
Awesome.
That's right. She used to be an adventurer. All right. So we have our Goth Girl protagonist.
Yep.
What is her name?
Her name is Colette. Colette Bitterman. And she's grown up in this small town outside of the big city. She lives in Western Wicket, and she's finally being forced by her mom to grow up, spread her wings, and, get a job at the gas station. Very exciting.
Oh, dear.
And then Zen is her super dedicated best friend who's also got some low-key feels. And they're, one of just a few of the alternative kids in a very, let's say, small, slightly backwater town.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Raver Boy, who is a person from Colette's past at the goth clubs. And you see in issue 1, they collide. They meet on a bus on their trip into town. And there's a huge battle scene. And it's really awesome. Susan is a super helicopter parent. She adores her only child. And one of my favorite Susan scenes in book 1, she opens up her phone to an app called Choppa Parent. And it asks, how would you like us to invade your child's privacy today? The cow is actually an unexpected tick as well. I can't give it away. Jeremy has forbade me. He wants people to see it in the book. But it is a talking cow, and it does have a very distinct connection to the entire story. The cow will be here with us for the rest of the tale.
Oh, okay. The cow is quite important.
Oh, yes. At least it thinks it is.
Oh. Average Nutterman shopper.
Yeah, Nutterman's, it comes from this distaste that we have for stores like Ollie's, where everything is kind of everywhere and there's a little bit of everything, and it's really difficult to get through all of the stuff and to not bump into people constantly. Jeremy in particular, just, it drives him up the wall to go to stores like that. And it reminded us of these kinds of shoppers who are super susceptible to, hey, there's a sale in aisle 4, and how it can suddenly feel like you're in grave danger.
Oh, no. Well, just in time for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, the Nutter Twins. These are actually one of my favorite additions to the story. They are twins that work at Nutterman's, and you get to see them in issue 2. Colette runs into them. She's a little bit, skeeved out by them, because sometimes when you're constantly approached by your aisle cleaning professionals, it can be a little scary when, they're there around every corner. Do you need my help now?
How about no?
No. Yeah. But I ended up with this very weird, like, I kind of have a crush on these kids. They're, I don't know. Like, whenever Jeremy draws them, I'm like, oh, they're so cute. And they actually play a really big part in the story as well. You're going to see them later on having to do with some music that comes along later on in the chapters.
They're not just 9 to 5 and grocery stalkers.
No, they are not. They are part of a much bigger story. And then we meet William in this issue as well. He is the manager of another space in Western Wicket called Awesome Pizza, and he is Raver Boy's boyfriend.
Okay.
And Officer Lambert, we met in issue 1. He has a history with Susan. You get to figure out a little bit more of what that is. There's some really big family tragedy drops revealed. So we hit you kind of right in the gut with that, but then add some humor to it, because who doesn't want to laugh while they cry?
It softens the blow a little.
Just a little.
Let's see here. Pale Rider's telling Sim to stop uploading to your channel and pay attention.
I am, and I uploaded it before the show. It just delayed on YouTube, I guess.
You better watch it.
And yeah, I
Sim.
know. And so Lions and Pale Rider, give him a break. He just discovered flipbook animation and wants to share the happiness. It's still better than shopping. I didn't just discover animation. I have a bachelor's degree in animation.
So I have not been shopping, so I've been focusing on the project here. Let's see. Johnny Cage is singing the Blue Man Group.
And Wise Guy saying that's pretty funny. Chop up Heron app.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's Jeremy's humor. You can always count on him for the really great dad jokes. Our 15-year-old hates it.
She's 15. She probably hates everything.
Yeah, most things.
Well, it's either long silence or mean comments with them.
I love her. That's all that saves her.
Right?
Yeah.
I know. I know.
Yeah, Wise
Yeah,
Guys also.
Go ahead.
Wise Guys also does a YouTube channel where he will sometimes promote folks and
Oh,
he
cool.
does a bunch of different things. Let's see. Then we got Vosson's with us. Hello. He says Chris is not a goth. He's more of a red. All right. Now we don't talk about that. You just shh. Hush. She's in the friend zone. Sad.
I mean, Zen. So, if you love a particular aesthetic and there's only one other person in your area that also loves that aesthetic, you kind of become really drawn to them. And I think Zen has some low-key feels that she's going to work out and eventually figure out exactly who she is and who she wants to be with and what Colette really means to her. But as of right now, yeah, she's kind of friend-zoned herself. But we love Zen. She is a badass.
He's told, no, I'm not shopping. Come on now. I am keeping good. All right, let's see. Para says they work as grocery stalkers. This would be a perfect book to draw in red dress Chris and two Mexicans. Gosh, dang it, Pale Rider.
I tell of two Mexicans and a red dress.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to talk about that tale. Let's see, did we get?
Oh, hey, we did. Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
Yeah. So exciting.
Let's see. What did they get? Oh, they must have got the PDF pack there.
Hey.
Nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Oh, that means I gotta change the thing here. There we go. Put that
And
up.
Richard said Chris can still be a goth if he wears a red dress, right? Especially if he wears a red dress and he put that mascara on.
Yeah.
You can wear red and be a goth.
Yeah, of
You can
course.
do it right.
Yeah, you just put a black shirt underneath.
Yeah, I know. We got a sugar rush soul. I put it up. Yes, Pale. I put it up.
I did it. God damn it.
Oh, and by the way, I don't think Lisa knows the tale of the red dress.
I don't.
And you
I'd
know
like
the
to be
rules,
informed,
Chris, right?
please.
The rules are, look at the time. It's been about 33 minutes. The rules are I got to wrap it up.
Okay, dang.
No, we always go a minimum of like 1 hour, guy. Don't try.
Good try, though. A for effort.
And delivery was good too. Even Bill Waters like, and tell this story too.
Yeah.
Once
That's true.
upon a time.
And you know what? I just, man. And they got me too. They got me good on this one because only you are here. So if I have you on again with both of you on, I'll have to tell the story again.
Yep.
Oh, that's dirty.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yes,
dirty.
it is. But it's fair.
You're technically right. It's the best kind of right. Lawful evil, Chris. Rules are rules. Solid attempt, Chris. You never escape the right. Yeah. All right. Fine. All right. So a long time ago, in a land far away, which is about 45 minutes away, I used to work at Walmart overnights as a stalker and everything. And so there was a lot of women that worked on overnights there. My boss, I had two bosses. One was a gentleman who always had a really bad case of dandruff and slept all the time. And the other one was Susan. Her husband was a trucker. She had a little pet chihuahua. And so there's a bunch of female workers there and a couple guys and stuff. Well, they wanted me to dress up as a woman.
It was Halloween, by the way.
Yeah, so on Halloween, I went ahead and went and did it. And so they were super excited. So they got me this red dress, like a bra. Excuse me. I think I had like some lady shoes and, all the what do they call it? The things that go up your leg?
Stockings?
Yeah.
Talking. And they did his hair too.
Yeah, they did my hair up.
Was it like coiffed?
What was it?
Was it an
I don't
evening
know.
dress hair? Could you have walked the red carpet?
Mm-hmm.
I can walk the red carpet in whatever I wear, thank you. But moving on, I don't remember how they did it. I just remember they did it all up, and they were using like rubber bands and different things to make it work. And I was like, ow, stop! The whole
Rubber
time.
bands and hair don't mix. I don't know why
Yeah.
people do that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they weren't prepared for the hair. I guess I don't know.
It was a last minute decision.
Yeah, I guess. Well, no, they were doing my hair even after the dress was done and over with. They were always messing with my hair.
But do go on, Chris, because Lisa, this is not the funniest part of the story.
Tell me more.
Yeah, too much for to get to the point. All right, so I got my bra on, did all that, went in back in. This was before Walmart closed, so they were open all night. Look at that. The story has disgusted my niece so much she left. Oh, hold on a minute. All right, so so I got the bra and everything on, and got all that stuff on, and we went out to the floor, and the Walmart didn't close at that time. It was open 24/7. So we went. I was pulling out. I worked in the grocery department at the time, and we had all the skids lined up on the floor. And we were down stacking on the U-boats and stuff. So I remember at one point in time, I was bent over grabbing a box, and this guy comes around the corner behind me, and like starts immediately checking out my butt.
Wow.
Yeah. And I guess he liked what he seen. And I got up and I turned around like that, and he seen my beard and everything. And his eyes was like, and then he just bolted up one of them. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Well, I wonder what that was about. And I went back to work. It wasn't until later that Carolyn told me about it. And so I kept working and everything. We got our U-boats done and everything. I went up and started working the water aisle. And these two Mexican fellas from the chicken plant there in the town, they come up the aisle. And they see me with my beard and everything, and they just look at me for like, and then they get these big grins on their face, like their teeth showing and everything. They were like, they seemed to be pleasantly surprised or something. I don't know.
It's like they found the unicorn,
Yeah.
Very good lady.
They were looking me up and down, staring at me, and they just slowly walked past. So they were still looking like this. And I was like, okay. They walked off. So I went back to work, and then they came back down. And then they came back, and they did this like 4 or 5 times. It was multiple times. I was like, what the hell? So I went to the next aisle, so I got done there. and they came backing up down the next side. I was like, what is going on? I was like, oh my God. I was getting a little concerned that I might have to get an escort out of the store when I went to lunch.
We
Like,
call
they
we
just
call
kept
that the,
following. They just
we
had
call
these big ribs.
we call this the Christaberg special.
And that went on for ages. And yeah, it was quite the eventful night. And yeah, at the time I had to, and of course they took my picture so they could
Of
use it
course.
for the costume contest
Of
and
course. Yeah.
all this other stuff. And oh man, and I had to take all that off. Took all that off in the morning. I had like a big sore welt across my chest from the bra. And I was like, ow.
Yeah. You should write an entire piece about that and give your love to all women for wearing bras. It's
Well,
rough work.
Well, hey, I never said I wanted women to wear bras.
I don't know. I was a big supporter of the no bra movement.
Same.
Seems like burn them, yeah.
Hashtag free them nipples. Come on.
I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh,
I
and Pale
think
Rider
your
says,
story-
don't forget. Pale Rider's like, don't forget to explain the mysterious stain on that red dress.
there was
Oh.
no there's no stain.
I think your story just speaks to the power of a red dress.
Mm-hmm.
It has a mysterious draw.
Apparently,
Yeah, red and
they
pink.
were all just wow. Yeah, I've had so much stuff happen at that store back in the day. It was crazy though. It was like a Wild West on overnights at that store. You never knew what you were going to have happen.
Maybe you don't know. Maybe they were Metator. That's why they like the red dress so much.
Like a connection to the bull.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They wanted to grab the bull by the horns.
Hey, brunch.
They're going to need two hands to grab that horn.
And El Gargo says, Chris, you still owe me a Shania Twain song.
What's his soul saying? He says, make a video where you shortly explain it and then hitting a button that plays every time you're asked. Like shoe on head with the wage gap. Huh?
Yeah, she has a little video that when people bring up the wage gap, she just puts the thing on. It's just a little video. Like she used to have that little button she used to press.
Oh, you're talking about that woman, that YouTuber
Shoe
woman.
on head. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't know her. I don't really watch her or nothing. The red dress has turned into a symbiote at this point.
Oh, Nick,
Sugar confidence. That's right.
he always reminded me of that dress story on the boat in the Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, they found a dress on the boat and talking about the spirit that possess and women on boats, what they mean. Bringing bad luck.
Yeah. Like an albatross.
Yeah.
Just beehive. I didn't have enough hair for an 1950s beehive. El Gargoyle's here with his eggplant. Hello, sir. Let's see. Johnny K says Susan has helped fund so many books that she doesn't even know it. Oh, wait, we got more, didn't we?
Oh, snap. Look at
that.
Hey.
Nice. Yeah, we're almost there, people. Look
Thanks,
at that.
guys.
Only 47 hours to go.
Yeah. Ooh, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, I'm sure that's like, oh, come on. Very nerve-wracking.
It's just $1,000.90 away. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, to be at this level, that's pretty good. 8,910. That's a lot of money.
No, yeah, that is really good. We specifically went in with this amount because Jeremy's been doing this for a really long time, and a lot of the work that he's done has gone unpaid. But he's been a freelancer and an illustrator for over 15 years, for as long as we've been together.
Mm-hmm.
And we decided when we were going in with this one, we wanted to bake in his page rate for the 36 pages. And when you boil down to the amount of time that he spends on each page, it's like $16 a page, or sorry, $16 an hour. And we realized, it's really not a lot for his years of expertise and stuff, but we wanted to make sure that he got some sort of payment, because he is the creator, he's the main writer, he's the letterer, the colorist, like he does everything on these books. And every time we've run a Kickstarter before, it's been just enough to get it printed, just enough to print it and make sure that it sends out. And this time we were like, let's shoot for the moon. Let's get you paid, because it shouldn't be shooting for the moon. Every creator should be able to roll in, I made these books, and not only do I want to put them out into the world, but I also deserve to live based on my mastery or my skills, because that's really what the industry asks of us, is to have good enough skills to get paid for it. But indie creators have amazing skills too, and we all deserve to get paid too.
Yeah.
Man.
Hot take. Not everybody agrees, but I'm putting my foot down.
How's that a hot take? That seems like it would be logic.
You would think.
You would think, but there's a lot of people going, you shouldn't be making money on crowdfunding. I'm sorry, you should be making money on anything.
Right?
You shouldn't make money.
You should just do this because you're passionate about it, and then you should give it to me for really cheap.
Charity.
Come build my house. Come build my house for free, please.
Right? Aren't you passionate about carpentry?
Yeah. You should do it for free. No, that comes from, that's a great gift from God you got there.
Oh,
like you
right.
were born with it, right? It's like,
right.
It's
like
one of the things we used to talk about in 3D when in university. It's like we used to make fun of it. It's like people think we have a magic button. It's like we call it the magic button.
Right.
Thing. Problem is, like, people think that you just press, like, like in movies. Oh, zoom in, do this, do that, everything.
Right.
Click, press on button. There's a 3D character that appears. You don't move pixels. You don't move nothing.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of, I think, misunderstanding about the intensity of work that's involved. They think it's just, there's a lot of, if you're talented, you must have just been born with it. You're talented. Like, just share your talents and everybody's going to love it, and you'll be lucky. You'll be lucky that people care. But there's so much more to it than that. There's so many hours of hard work. I mean, why do we say it takes 10,000 hours to master something? And then we devalue people who spend 8 to 10 hours a day drawing. They're mastering their craft, man, like just as much as a carpenter is, or any other number of people. Like, I've seen people who have been in customer service for 20 years, and I tell you what, like, they may be drained, but they are the best customer service people I've ever met, I've ever seen, or worked with, because they've literally mastered that craft of their life. I don't know. Sorry.
I hear you.
All right, let me check the chat some more. Soul says, must be opening bras can already be hard enough when they're poorly constructed.
It's absolutely true. I always go for a front clasp. It's easy for everybody.
Trevor says, Chris, why isn't that red dress pic they took of you on your Facebook or Instagram? Because that was years ago, and I don't even know where that picture is anymore. Probably somewhere in my old bedroom at the old house.
Reach out to one of them. I'm pretty sure one of them still has one.
No, they don't have it. Nope, sorry.
I forgot her name.
Yep, I forgot all their last names. Don't know how to look them up. Yeah,
I forgot
they're gone.
last name.
Yep. Everyone says, Chris, you still owe me a Shania Twain. I never promised you a Shania Twain song.
But now we all think you did, so you have to pay up.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have to do nothing.
How about what's that one? Whose bed have your boots been under? I think that goes well with your red dress.
I don't remember the lyrics.
I still think that a Chris de Burgh special would be better.
I do need to set up some sort of goal to tell the next story, Sam. I haven't done that yet.
I don't know. So, you have Bill Ryder in the chat saying, "Oh, we got more than one backer. Oh, we have earned a new story."
What? I don't see this. Yeah, I don't see that. Let's see.
No? So we had 2 backers, so that means you have to tell a new story.
No, I don't. I never agreed to this. All right, let's see. Hey, Jacobus. Hello, sir. He says, oi, oi.
Oi.
Let's see. That wasn't Salt. It was Pale Rider. I don't listen to him.
So saying, Lisa, absolutely, when the talent is given and should pay the bills. Not quite there, as hacks sometimes make more bucks than actually good creator for a reason. But often enough, it does work. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I was going to say. It's like, if you look at what's going on with, in movies and TV, they're all minimizing work.
Yeah.
And if you listen to them, they're the hardest working people in the goddamn world acting in a movie. And it's not the people spending the time to write those stories that are making all the bucks.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate side effect sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm always a fan of, like, so many people are up and out of there before the credits roll in a movie, They don't check the front of the book for who's involved. It's just they're either there for the artist, they're there for the writer, but the team doesn't matter to them. I think that's why I love the indie comics community so much, because every single member of your team is recognized as important, and you don't get that as often in, like, the big 3.
All right, Varian. I put the link in the DM room. Don't you get fussy with me, sir. Let's see.
You're all in the same group.
Yeah, I need to figure out how I'm going to do that. How I'm going to set it up for the next story. So I don't know. I don't want to tell another story. I've had to hear about the red dress for like years now. I don't want to tell no more stories.
El Gargo says there, Chris, I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling all right. Gonna let it. Come on.
You wanted the lyrics. There they are.
I never said I wanted them. I just said I didn't know them.
We can't talk about the red dress.
Make no condition. Get a little out of line. Come on.
How you doing, Varian?
I'm good.
Hey, we got another backer.
I just got told we can't talk about the red dress, and I'm like, oh man, that was my material.
Yes. I secretly messaged Barry and said I'll let you in, but no red dress talk.
Oh no, I want to come in because I seen Lisa here, and I'm like, oh man, there's Lisa and her
Hey,
husband.
Varian.
Hey, her husband Jeremy and I, we go back quite a few years.
Oh yeah.
And just
I'm sorry, Lisa.
Yeah. I want everybody watching it. They are 2 of the most genuine people that I've met in comics. And
thanks, dude.
They are
liking her a lot.
I never forget. I got a little jealous at one point. I was lucky enough one year, totally lucky to draw to be their table name at a Motor City Comic Con, and I brought a young man with me who was just breaking into comics, as I usually do. I bring somebody who's just getting in, and he was telling Jeremy, I'm trying to learn inking, and he was inking with ballpoint pens. And Jeremy came back the next day with what looked like a shoebox full of Microns and Copics and one. I just gave it, here, take these. They're all old. I'm not sure how good they are, but go ahead and learn with these. And that touched that young man so much, he went out to his car and cried. Because Jeremy gave him this big bundle of pens. And so anyway, I just thought it was really cool that he did that. And it was a huge collection of Microns. I was a little jealous. I'm like, I like Microns. I like Microns too. You could have split that bundle, I got Microns at home, but shit, you're giving them away.
Christmas is coming up,
Right.
I have to say that, speaking from experience, when a kid comes up to you and you see that kid has like not just like interest in comic, but in arts.
Yeah.
It speaks so much to you and reminds you so much that there's not many people that support actual, artists anymore, especially in family wise.
Oh yeah.
Like it's the same. I did the same before, but me was those, those big mechanical professional pen, those Stedler's pens. That's what I draw with, right? So I always have like a whole bunch of them when I go to cons. So I had one of those kids, and he's just standing there looking at me draw. And I see that he has a drawing pad. I'm like, and you know, he starts showing me some sketches, and I'm like, that's good. And he shows me that, you know, he has a pen. He goes out, and he looks. He goes, I'm really fascinated by your pen and your, you know, what you're using. And I gave him my pen, like one of the pen, the grinder thing.
Mhm.
And then after that, the parents like, did he steal that from you? I don't know. I gave it to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I've
love
done
it.
that too.
I'm like, he didn't steal it from me. I gave it to him, and you should support that kid.
Yeah.
And,
I
you
think
know,
there's something to be said about passing on a tool of the trade. Like there's
Mhm.
something that's really deeply rooted there that says, I want you as another creator to succeed. This is the tool that works for me. This is the tool that I use to get where I am.
mhm.
And I want you to be able to go farther and get more and
Yeah.
be you. Like, I don't know, there's something so soul connecting there for me when you meet somebody else that loves art the way that you do, wants
Yeah.
to succeed in that
Mhm.
world the way that you do.
That young man that
It's-
Jeremy gave the pens to, he's in Japan right now. He's living there. He moving over there. He's focused on his art and he's teaching English.
That's
He's over there.
amazing.
And
You
Sim,
see-
you mentioned giving stuff away. I started doing that too, and I don't think I'm emotionally built for it because I've had 2 little girls cry when I do it, and then I have to go behind my display like a like a punk and cry myself, especially when they bring you back a drawing.
Oh
It's-
man, yeah.
I mean, it's like one of the funny things is like I have 2 boys, right?
Mhm.
And technically I have 4 kids because I consider the 2 girls of my bro like my girls. They're my girls,
Mhm.
right? But I have 2 before I met them like a long time ago. My boys, they're not really interested in arts, and you know, fair is fair. You know, I'm not gonna force them into liking or being what I am. But when I met those girls, dude, there was something between me and Alex. You know, when you look, we looked at each other, and I'm like, and she has a drawing pad, and I'm like, hello. And dude, she's like my girl. Like she's like
Mhm.
mini me, and she's not even blood related. You know what I mean? Like, and she wants to do art. She wants to be in comics. Like Chris seen her art, and she's pretty good. And there's just something like you're saying. There's a connection that just,
Yeah.
you know it when you see that person. You're like, huh, hi.
I think a
You're one of
lot
my
of
kind.
I think a lot of the personal thing for me as well, Jeremy and I talk about this a lot, is as a creator, as somebody that wants to be in the art world, there's always this desire for a mentor, somebody that
Mhm.
not only can show you how to do things, like how to explore your art, but also has connections for you, has support for you, is going to be there if something doesn't go well and you need a shoulder. Like we're all looking for that person. And a lot of the time they're not there. We don't
Nope.
get them. We're expected to foster it and do it all on our own. And the truth is, most other professions aren't like that. You
Nope.
go into your profession and you're paired with someone that shows you the ropes.
And especially when you're stuck in a very competitive
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Like one of the biggest stories, like to me, that I hated myself for a while until I started seeing it differently.
Yeah.
Was I met somebody, like I went to it's called the Salon du Livre here in Canada. So it's a big book convention, and they were having a whole bunch of like heavy metal people there from Europe.
Ooh,
Right?
okay.
So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go meet Mobius and shit and all those people, right? And I was young then. I was like, I don't know, 13, 14 or something. And I'm over there and I'm looking at the pages and stuff like that. And then an old man comes to talk to me. Like, you like this? And go, yeah, it's freaking awesome. Starts talking to me. And he presents himself as Jean. And I'm like, how's it? Like, yeah, we like this. He starts telling me, he looks at my art, looks at my sketch, gives me advice, right? Tells me his name is Jean Giraud and stuff like that, that he's a big fan of heavy metal. Until I realized who the fuck I was talking to, but that was too late. Like later
Oh,
on, I'm like,
man.
somebody's like, dude, you were talking with Mobius? I'm like, what? I'm like, no, but that was John. That was John. I'm like, no, that's Jean Giraud. That's fucking Mobius. I'm like, what?
Dude.
And the guy was just like you just talking to somebody out of nowhere, you know, like he had no. It was just freaking awesome. Having some pointers, advice from a guy, and you're like, who the hell is that guy? And then somebody's like, that was Mobius. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
The guy didn't even tell me it was Mobius. You know what I mean? Didn't even tell me that was his art. He was asking me what I liked about it and started having a conversation about. I'm like, wow.
That's awesome. I love that.
Did
Mobius
you
was the shit.
when you found out who he was, did you try to go back or?
Yeah, but it was
okay.
already too late, dude. I was crying. Like as a kid, I was crying. Like I have to be honest. Like, dude, when you find that out, you're like, back then I thought I fucked up the biggest fucking chance of my life. You know, like Lisa was saying, you're looking for the mentor or something. You know, you're like, I missed the biggest opportunity of my life. I made a fool of myself. Well, in reality, no. I got to know more. I got to know Mobius, and there's a reason why he did it. He wanted to get to know me and talk to me as base level. And
it's kind of cool the innocence of his real name rather than
because he didn't want you to feel off put. Like as a fan, he has to realize you're there to see those bands and connect with them and then
another one.
Tell you who he was right off the bat. Like that you would have been like, oh snap.
Starstruck or something. Yeah.
Right. And this way he gets to connect with you on that personal level that probably reaches out to the kid that he was, wishing he had a mentor. This all goes back to wanting to be connected with our community. I guarantee it.
Okay, I'm going to check this chat. I haven't checked it in a while. Going to ignore El Gargo's lyrics.
Yeah, before you start getting some shit.
Boston said 1K sub stretch goal. We already have one of those, Boston. That's the red dress run. Although I could.
Oh yeah, that's the
lower one.
Lisa. When the channel reaches 1,000 sub, he's gonna go to Louisiana and join the red dress run. There's an actual red dress run over there when women and men dress in a red dress and do a marathon thing.
I love it. Yes, I can't wait. And you got to take somebody that's gonna get really good pictures. Like professional pictures.
Yeah, Pale Rider's gonna follow him in a Barbie Jeep. He already has a Barbie Jeep at home.
Oh yeah, they've planned this out. That's for sure.
Looks like you don't have any work to do. You just got to put the dress on, man.
Yep. Just show up and put the dress on.
And please take care of those split ends. They're unsightly at this point. I haven't said anything, but split ends on your hair, Chris. What's going on?
Yeah, I don't do maintenance.
Chris.
And don't forget,
I'm a trashy broad.
Take good care of those 3 whimsy hair because it's branding.
Hey Chris, how much longer are we going to be going?
Oh,
I have run out of coffee. I would like to go get a warm up.
Oh, well, if we need to wrap it up, we can.
No, I would love to keep chatting. That's cool with me. I'm dying without coffee.
Oh, if you want to go get coffee, then you can. No worries.
I'm pretty sure I can fill 5 minutes while she goes and gets coffee.
Thank you, Varian. I appreciate it. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries.
I get to tell you guys what about the con I just went to.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Not the weekend before last. Grandpa's Comic Con. We were Indie Vote was a guest. We were there. We had a great time. And Grand Rapids Comic Con, man, they really know how to treat you. We were right across from Channel Awesome, Nostalgia Critic. Got to hang out with those guys. Really cool. Got a chance to, seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in a couple years, or maybe it feels like a couple years, but since early 2020 anyway, late 2019. Man, they know how to treat you. They put us up in a hotel. They feed you. They give you a per diem, but I've never been in a hotel for balcony, and I don't recommend it for comic artists because we get all like, ooh, a balcony. I can go up here and draw all these scenes. It'll be great, and that's fine until we get carried away, and then there's like 8 of us on the balcony. Hey, come to my hotel room. Check out this balcony. Okay, I gotta go to Varian's hotel room. He says he has a balcony or some shit. It was great. I did like that con, and I did a panel, and I did a panel with I almost said Bob Hope. Wow, I met Bob Hall. They did a panel with him. I did a panel with people from Source Point. It was a really good show. However, the only problem I had with the show is that it seemed like it went about way too quick. I mean, I'm there setting up on Thursday morning. The next thing I know, it's Sunday night. Now, maybe it's because I like my hotel room.
Well, it must have been because you enjoyed yourself. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I like to think that. And then I seen something else, guys, and I want to ask Sam about this, and I guess you too, Chris. I walked by a toy vendor's booth, and he had a lot of comics that had been crowdfunded, where I guess he buys the retailer versions.
Yeah, and then sells them.
Yeah, then he takes them to his show, to his toy booth, and he sells them.
Yeah.
And he says, yeah, he told me, he says, I was getting an Artist Alley booth. And then somebody said, since I'm not the artist or the publisher, I can't get a booth in Artist Alley and sell these books. And I understand that. Yeah, I get that. But because, he's not like
he's a seller, so technically
no, he's not an artist. So yeah, he should be out on the floor then, right? With the other
you should be
vendors.
there as a vendor or a seller.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's an
Yeah,
artist.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, he's not an artist, so he wouldn't be an Artist Alley.
But that's a bit of a cheaper table versus you having to acquire an entire space.
Yeah, the commercial, like the actual commercial, like a publisher table, are way more expensive than the Artist Alley.
Yeah, I don't think I pay.
Okay.
I don't think I pay under $400 for a table now. I think that's pretty much.
And if you don't have a store or know the con thing, you can't have a vendor spot. So you're gonna have to go for that seller spot. So that's a seller table, and the seller table are like double the price. If depending on where it is, it's double or more the price of the Artist Alley.
So if you don't have a brick and mortar, you can't be considered a vendor.
Or if you are an online store, I think also it's also
but you have to be an online store, with some clout. Like you have to have had sales, been online for a couple of years.
Oh, that's lame.
Could you imagine Chris is telling some poor promoter, that promoter's like, well, yeah, Mr. Sugar, we can't do this, we can't do that. He's like, that's lame. Like, you're not coming to that show now, Chris.
That's lame. You suck. I'm done.
I'm out.
But he told me he did have one person come to him and they were upset because that he had their book and they were at the show.
Really?
And they were like, hey, man, you kind of hurting my sales.
How is he hurting your sales?
Yeah, how is he hurting your sales? He bought it. It's his book. He can do whatever he wants with it.
Right. And I want to tell creators that, listen, you make those retailer packages. Yeah. Don't be shocked if you go to a con and see someone selling your stuff.
No, I want people to do that. I can't be everywhere. It's like buy a chunk of my book and go resell them in cons. Like, yeah, please do it.
I mean, I thought about doing that. Buying the retailers. That way I can help spread the word and maybe make a little money too.
I can't be everywhere at con. If you buy it and you go sell it at a con, thank you.
Right.
Thank
if
you
a retailer
advertise my stuff.
Right. If a retailer purchases your books in bulk and takes them to a show, like, I don't really think you have anything to complain about. You're not there just selling those same books. You should have more things to connect with people about. And that retailer is going to sell that book. They're going to come over to you to get your signature, meet you, get on board to buy the rest of your shit. Why are you?
Yeah.
Shush.
I mean, if somebody's taking the time to buy your book and then sell it on all these cons, you should take that as a positive.
It's still your book.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
spread the word.
And you made money on it already. It's not like you made money.
It's not like they're like pirating it or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Like where you got
retailer perk.
Yeah. And you can even verify, you're backer number 704. That's you. Okay. Well, you want me to sign these for you?
Right.
That's what I'd be asking. You want me to sign these for you? Yeah.
Right. Or I'd be like, hey, I see that you're carrying my book, dude. That's freaking awesome. Can I come over to your spot and can I do some signings over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or send them to my table. Like if I'd be somewhere and I see, you're selling my book. Yeah. If your people buy the book, if somebody comes here and buy the book, send it to my table. I'll sign it for free.
Yeah. Like, use that. That's the kind of
Yeah.
stuff that you use to fuel lifelong fans.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole. That's it.
It was weird. I talked to the guy for maybe 20 minutes, and he was shocked. He was like, "Yeah, guy was like, I don't have a right to sell this book at the show while he's here." And I mean, I understand what that guy's saying, like, "Hey man, you're hurting my sales," but it's like, how many does he have? He only has like 7, 8 of them. Not everybody's going to buy his table.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
You still have an opportunity to sell those books. So
Yeah.
we take some of the Liberty books to shows, and we sell them there, and just to help get the books, out the warehouse and onto the street as much as we can. I want a nice empty warehouse, and it's been great. But I would be shocked if someone came to me and told me that. And I do tell people, listen, if I'm at a show and you're there and you know that I'm going to bring some Liberty distribution books, and you're going to be there and you feel it's going to hurt your sales, that's fine. Reach out to me, say, Van, please don't bring my books. I'm going to be at that show. Okay, that's fine. I won't bring them. I would much rather bring them because not everyone's gonna stop at your table. Maybe we're in 2 different locations.
Right.
I could be in aisle A, you could be in aisle, Z.
You could be in the retailer section, they could be in Artist Alley. And some people are only there for retailers and they don't want to go visit the artists and hear everybody's spiel. They just want to go collect some books. And if the retailer gets a chance to sell your book on something else they know that buyer likes, you've just won.
Right.
And let's be honest, sometimes, and depending on where you are, the Artist Alley is very noisy or whatever. So not everybody likes going there.
Oh yeah, Artist Alley can get so crowded.
Like, I remember I remember once I was in a con and right next to a whole bunch of us artists, there was a trash band. You know what I mean by a trash band, meaning, everything's made out of trash. So they're playing like all the instrument. Yeah. Could you imagine a weekend of that shit?
No.
Like, there's a moment I actually turn around to them and I'm like, I'm sorry, guy, but you need to take a break.
Please take a break.
I noticed something and I played to it. I didn't realize that Jeremy was a musician. And I noticed it. Yeah. And you both got some music, which I really like. I keep asking me to put it on Indie World Radio. I gotta pressure you to let me do it. But there was I noticed that Jeremy would take his pins and he smacked the table. I was watching the way he was doing. I'm like, Jeremy knows how to play the drums. Okay. So I went to the store and I bought a little tabletop drum kit. And the next con he came and said, here. And so he opened it, put it together. And he's sitting there for like the next maybe 2 hours. I think Lisa secretly hated me that day because he's just over there just
he was gonna bang on the table whether or not. Like,
yeah, so at least I just brought a drum kit for him to do it. He might as well, if you're gonna do it, got the little mini tabletop drum kit. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I know
it more fun.
It didn't hold up though, did it? It took last like a week.
So when we got home with it, he took it into our basement and he would just randomly go down there and like he decided after a couple weeks that he was just going to start wailing on it to see how much it could take. And it was probably less than a day before it started to just fall apart. But I mean, that's what it was. It was supposed to be for fun. Yeah, and he did have so much fun with it. So much so that when it fell apart, he took the cymbals and he attached them to other things so that he could randomly whack on them.
Yeah, it's came from Five Below, so there's no, we'll just have to buy some and just keep them stocked up.
Yeah, just open like the hall closet and there's the stack of tabletop drum kits.
Yeah, when can we get some more Clawberry? I'm not sure if you talked about that.
Oh no, we haven't talked about anything but I'm So Goth.
Okay, I won't confuse me with Clawberry, but Clawberry is a good looking book too. And,
oh, thank you.
I want the little figure. But,
what's it called?
Yeah. It's called The Misadventures of Clawberry and Friends. It's more of an all ages story, but sticks with the creepy cute vibe that we like. You've got a cast of 4 main characters that all come together for different reasons and all have different abilities, but none of them are human. You don't really have any main human characters in the story. You've got Clawberry, who is a malformed strawberry. She has a giant claw. You have, actually, give me 1 second. I will grab a toy and show you guys.
Oh, okay.
I would like a Colette toy. Those are nice.
Okay, apparently Pale Rider's going to make up plenty of new stories for me. As long as Red plays dress clips on his streams, we don't really need news stories, to be honest. Oh, well, good. I'll tell him then.
I don't know. Chris, did you tell Pell about your you signed up for that? There it is.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's
Horrible.
Clawberry. She has this giant claw, and she's just made that way. And in the graphic novel that we're gonna write, that's kind of how it opens: is Clawberry being different and being discarded because of her differences, and then making her family of friends all because they have differences. Like this is one of the other characters. He's Bookworm.
Okay.
And he's literally a worm, but he has a little library in a tree, and he's super knowledgeable. And his thing really is that if you were to classify him as a human, he's really probably on the spectrum. So he has a lot of intense knowledge that he's very passionate about and doesn't like it when you do certain things. But all of these characters love each other for who they are and lift them up, like go to each other for their specialties and care about each other for the reasons that they're different, rather than loving them because they can fit in. And so that's really like the basis of the whole story. We've got Toei, who is a literal toe. She's a human toe that was dug up out of the garden. That falls in later into the story. And then Miggy, who is a mignonette strawberry. She's just this tiny little strawberry with one giant eye and a constant grimace. And it's their adventures. It's how they learn to love themselves and each other and be confident in who they are in their world.
I'm waiting for that one. My kids got to get a hold of it.
Yeah, we get a lot of kids that love that story.
I mean, I'll give them I'm So Goth too. I don't care.
I don't think there's anything too crazy in I'm So Goth, really. Like, there's some intense fighting scenes and some swear words, but what, PG-13? Like, is what it is.
Let's see. Oh, we have to, let's see.
Oh, man.
955.
We're so close.
Oh, let's see. So said when I'm So Goth gets another back, you showed Lisa the Photoshop job I did for the last episode. Oh, okay. Well, when we get another backer, then that one don't count.
I think he posted that 2 backers ago, but just saying.
Oh, well, I just now see it, so don't count.
It only activates when he reads it.
That's right. When I highlight, that's when we go.
It's called gamification. He's a gamer.
Got it.
That's right. That's right. Everybody sub to my channel. That's right. Yeah, maybe when I hit like a sub mark, maybe then I'll tell a new story. But then again, Soul said I didn't have to. So I'm not, maybe I just won't. Maybe you don't get another story. Okay. Oh, he's just making up stories. I'm just gonna ignore that.
You should use those to your advantage. Then you don't have to tell them. Somebody else is telling them for you.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I should save this and then just tell it when they ask for a new story.
But you have to read it like an audiobook.
Let's see. So says Sim would have loved to give Bloodhunt to retailers, but they just asked him to draw Batman again.
I already did see Sim. They made you draw Batman.
So says, hey Sim, I got a great casting choice for Whimsant. I know you always want Scott Adkins to play him, but check out the singer of German techno group Scooter, H.P. Baxter, with sunglasses. Nails it. Well, there you go, Sim.
Well, maybe I'll check it out. But one thing is, he has to be able to kick ass as well, not just act or look like him.
What about that? A German Whimsant. What do you think, Sim?
If he can play the part, I don't care.
All right, we got Pops.
I always saw him more of an Irish type of,
But
I just got through talking about a little while ago.
Hey, Rez. Hello. Mr. Fisk, you're Rez? The shenanigans, deception,
Dun, dun, dun.
lies.
Dun, 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 dun.
The truth has been revealed. No wonder he was so into tabletop RPGs.
And Bill Ryder says, "How dare you not read my story? Shame on you, bad IP."
I'm not your IP. I'm not a commodity.
You could always write the whole story and find an illustrator for it and then release it to the indie comics community, and then he really can be your IP.
Well, he's already
Just
trying to do that.
Do
Yeah,
it. Do it.
we did a nice T-shirt of Sugar Tarna. If you remember the heavy metal logo where she's riding the bird, but imagine her with a beard. We did, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Chris
hot.
doesn't like it, but I'm gonna show it.
No, you're not. I have control here.
You're gonna let me show it.
Let's see. How about an interpretive dance based on the legend of the red dress into the Black Betty? Okay,
That's
Come on, share my
brilliant.
screen.
that's interesting. There's them.
Yes.
So Bill Ryder sent me the pencils, and I kind of did a digital painting job with it. And there you go. We have the three
Wow.
whimsy hair on the chest, and
I'm
I like
glad
the fact that every time I
yeah.
show it to people, they're like, "Oh, that's so cool. Why does it have a beard?" Oh, there you go.
That's
Job
part of
done.
the cool.
Yeah. So Sugar Tarna.
I love it.
Okay, bring this back up. Let's see.
Oh! Oh,
There
shit.
you go.
Yes. Thank you so much, guys.
Was
Not
there?
less than $1,000 away.
I know,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Oh, my God.
Mhm. Oh, was there another backer?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's time.
That
You
was-
have
that-
to
that-
make good on
oh.
your
I-
promises.
yeah. Make good on the promises. I heard the promise. I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I had to do it. I was like,
Story time.
Oh, what? I didn't say anything about a story. I said I would
I was-
show you
I-
this thing.
I was gonna tell Pale Rider how you helping your community out. I don't know if you've mentioned this, and I know you're very selfless and you don't talk about this, but he has actually gone down to the spa in his neighborhood. He's paid for the
There's
plan.
not even a, what? There's not even
Yeah.
a spot in my neighborhood.
Oh, come, Chris, you're being too modest.
What
He's
are you
getting
talking
weekly,
about?
he's getting weekly leg waxes and pedicures, and I think we should, be very happy for Chris.
What?
Take care of himself.
No,
He
I'm
says he
not.
doesn't maintenance, but that's BS. He does.
These things are hairy. Thank you.
Well, they're doing a poor job. They're doing a poor job.
So there you go.
Hey.
He tricked you into showing your legs.
A little bit
You-
of that ankle action.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you'll be on Wiki. You'll be on Wiki by the end of the night. Good job, Chris. Good job.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Like you screenshot that, making money on Chris by the end of the night.
Uh-huh.
You're my IP.
At least he has more than 3 hair on those legs.
Yeah. I've got like
Is it this one? There we go. Okay, there we go. This is what Soul wants me to share. Apparently, this is from the Red Notice movie.
Oh, love it.
Netflix.
Love it.
And they have decided he decided to Photoshop Sim, me, and himself in it.
I gotta tell you, man, you're wearing that dress, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're owning it.
Sim does seem a little weirded out by you. I don't know. He doesn't seem. He seems like he's taking a picture because it's like, I have to take this picture.
It shows that it does nothing to for me, but I really, really, really like appreciate and support my friend.
That's all. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that's it.
well, good. It's not for you.
Wink, wink, Bell. What?
Basically, well done. Thank you, Bill Ryder. I'm glad I've got your approval. Oh Lord. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do like a subscriber count to the next story. I'm at 320. I don't know. Maybe like
So
500.
500, we get another story.
Maybe I can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do. Yeah, there we go. Maybe 500. That sounds good. That's halfway.
No, maybe say it properly because you're gonna chicken out or win south out of it. No. Say it official.
Hold on, let me think some fine print here in my head to get out of this. All right, 500. I'll do it.
You'll do what?
You'll do what?
What?
I'll tell a new story.
Yeah, there you go. It's
All
official.
right. All right.
500
Wait,
tell a new story.
Wait. What
That
kind
will
of-
rival the red dress, I hope.
Or
I don't know.
it could just be another Walmart story. Everybody's down for those.
I've told a lot of Walmart stories probably already. But yeah, I don't know. Red liked it. He thought it was funny. And he said I should tell those kind of stories on the stream.
Red
So
said,
I guess.
Red just appears saying, tell that story.
I don't know. You want to tell the Walmart story? I mean, Walmart's doing so much lately in the community. I don't know if you guys seen. I made a post about it. Walmart, they're giving away free Thanksgiving turkeys. You just gotta beat security. That's all.
Oh,
Nice, Varian. Nice.
hey,
Nice.
I played football back in the day. I could do it.
I was like, I only have to make 170 alt accounts.
Get on it. Get on it. Come on.
I got my free turkey there from work, so I'm good. Let's see. Now show the new red dress gift. All right, we got to get another backer for that. No. No, if I already is a red dress try. No, I'm not trying on the red dress at 500. No, that would be 1,000. That's the run. It'll be a big shock, big hoopla for everybody. We got red. He says, "Tell that story." No. All right, let's see.
Well, you all heard it. When he reaches 500 subs, he will tell a new story.
All right.
You promised.
So since Pale Rider wants another backer for me to show off this gift, Miss Lisa, why don't you give us another? Why don't you tell us again what I'm so crossed about? So
Yeah, no problem. So, like it says up there, we like to call it a slice of life and death because, a slice of life style stories takes you through the daily life of people. And that's really what you're seeing is Colette's life as she is told that she has to finally grow up. She's got to get a job. Her mom has got her in for a interview at the local gas station in her tiny little backwater town. And she doesn't love it. She doesn't want to do it, but she loves her mom. So she's like, okay, all right, but one condition, I'm going to throw a killer party to say goodbye to my life as I know it. So that's where she's at. She is on the mission to tell the party. In the first book, she brings her best friend in and they take a bus ride to the shop where they're going to get the supplies. And that bus ride is a fantastic fight scene. It's probably one of my favorite things in the first issue. And in the second issue, we get a lot more in depth with characters. One of our characters is missing in action. We meet a couple of new characters. We really get to get in touch with a talking cow. And we start to see some really interesting things happen in Colette's life as she is fighting, literally fighting to throw this party before her world as she know it comes to an end.
Nice.
And you're going to see a lot of things in this story that I think, in my opinion anyway, are a little unexpected. When I tell people that there's going to be aliens, they can't they're like, where? I don't understand. Where in the story, as you've told it, are you going to put aliens? And I'm like, oh, you just need to wait and see. Because it's going to blow your mind. It's going to be a lot of fun. And Jeremy and I are so influenced by 90s cartoons and 90s, early 2000s alternative comics that we love to bring in that weird and funky kind of knock you back and kick you off your seat stuff that you don't really expect to happen in comics. But we love it. And so like I was saying earlier, the Scott Pilgrim-esque, where you can't tell really if it's fantasy or reality. And for us, it's all really occurring because you're getting inside the minds of these characters as they're going through these motions, as they're dealing with these situations. And it really harkens to the way we think about these situations too. You know, like you have a minimal altercation with somebody on a bus, and in your head, it turns into this huge thing. You go through all the things you should have said and what you would have done if they did this. And that's how it is for these characters too, but you see it on stage. You see their minds on stage, and the question becomes, is this real? Is this really happening? Or is it all in their heads?
Yeah, I never watched the Scott Pilgrim movie.
It's not bad.
I read the first, like, I guess, volume of the book there. And I don't know. I didn't get as into it. But
we're big fans of the creator. We also have his book Seconds. And there's something about the animated style and following through it, like I was saying earlier, how it gives you those vibes of watching a show, watching a cartoon, or being pulled through storyboards. That's my favorite way to read comics, is to be pulled from the very beginning to the very end as if I'm looking at animation storyboards, because I don't want to have any hard stops in the story. I want it to flow and to feel like an experience when I'm done with it, which is really how you feel after a good cartoon or animation too.
What is going on with this woman?
So she's the greeter. She is the Nutterman shopper greeter, and that's her costume. She's got the big Nutterman's shirt on and the like caricature head. And the caricature is based on something from our childhood. It gets a lot of influence from like old auto store kind of. They used to have these mascots, particularly one, it was Murray's.
Yeah, Murray.
Yeah, and they had the big like caveman mascot, and that was a fun influence there.
Murray always like he belonged on a bag of chips instead of a car place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was like it was driving me nuts. I was like, why does he have like a lion? Why does this person have like a lion's mane? What is going on?
Yeah, and if you look at Murray, like I'm oh, here, we'll do it this way. Hold on. I just want to, now that you got me thinking about Murray.
Yeah, it was like a combination of that, and then like Ollie's, and a lot of these stores that have this like, we've got everything, come on down, spend the least amount of money for the shittiest product.
Especially Ollie's. The only thing I go to Ollie's for is comic books, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I go.
Find a couple gems there, that's for sure. But you have a lot to contend with when you go in generally.
I shared a picture of Murray. There he is.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't care what anybody says. That's a meth
Oh,
head.
it looks like the Freaky Furry Brothers or whatever that Pops was talking about.
I don't know. That guy looks weird. Like, is he foaming at the mouth too? He might be foaming at the mouth. We don't know that.
It's hidden in that green circle.
Yeah, it's a little PCP. Yeah, that's all.
Just a little.
RJ says, you like to shop, do a red dress shopping stream? What, me shopping for a red dress?
Yes.
Yeah,
Could I just not?
You get the chat to help you pick the dress you'll wear at 1,000 sub. What will I wear?
I feel like that should be closer when I get closer to 1,000, like like 750 or something.
No. It's called enticing them. It's called motivating them.
Yeah, that's how you draw the people.
Yeah.
I don't want to motivate them though.
Not like that.
That's fine. They don't have to motivate them for anything.
It's called incentive. Yeah. Incentivize. You know this. It's also called gamification.
It's all right. That's okay. They don't have to sub if they don't want to. I'll understand. At 500, you get your legs waxed. No. No, I don't think the ladies would like it. My legs waxed. I'm okay.
I don't
What
know.
is this?
What do you think, Lisa?
One case.
Honestly, I wouldn't wish that pain on anyone.
Yep. See. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you.
There you go.
If 1K sub goal was the red dress marathon, you probably don't want to run with stiletto heels on. So show off your high heels at 500. What? Oh.
I can get Lola to send you a nice pair of heels, Chris.
Dude, don't do that with high heels. That just you could take those platform running shoes.
What's the what? What? I'll message Marinus. I'm gonna ask him what his hair looks like. He got a haircut. Apparently, he got a haircut.
You probably got this the Zach haircut.
I was gonna say that.
Oh my god, that was such a bad haircut.
Well, his thing was he was in the airport, I believe, right? That he was in the airport and didn't have, or he was in the mall
No,
and didn't have much
yeah,
time.
he went to that cheap.
It was at a Walmart.
You know, he went to one of those cheap hair places.
Hairdresser at Walmart. Yeah.
What was it? Supercuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are in Walmart. Yeah.
There's a place by me called Playboys. It's all females cutting hair. And I live in the suburbs. Like, I might not see another black person today. Like, if I walk outside, I might not see them. There are a few, but I might not see them. Just unless I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, there's one. It's me. They're my kid. But the thing is, I went to a barbershop. I went to Playboys because I need to get my hair cut. And I walked in and I said, "Hey, ma'am, can you guys cut my hair?" And she looked at me. She says, "You mean curly hair?" And for some reason, I was not in the mood that day. I looked at her. I pulled my lips I pursed my lips out. I said, "You know what I mean." You know exactly what I mean. Can you cut my hair? Because I see scissors back there. And, well, scissors and a Flowbee ain't going to work. Remember the Flowbees, Lisa?
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Yeah.
You ain't have to worry about that in my household. Flowbee, what do with that?
You should come up to Flint for a bomb-ass haircut. We have so many brilliant barbershops here in Flint.
Well, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Ass-kicking barbershops. We have one right around the corner, right on Chevy and Flushing. It's well-loved. People are always there. And then walking down the street to get the Jamaican jerk that just became popular, that just opened up. Yeah, you got to come visit.
Okay. Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Look at that.
So
This
was
one had
confirming
super
saying, yeah, it was a bad idea.
Oh, Dawson has a good point here. He says super chats would help the shopping. That's a good idea, Boston.
I got super chats. I think I'm up to like first of all, they don't tell you this. They don't release the super chats until you break 100.
Makes sense.
Oh, really?
Fees.
You have to break $100 first.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it makes sense. Fees.
Yeah. So I'm up to like, I think I'm up to like $40 now.
Okay.
So I need someone to send me like a big time super chat. So here's the thing: we're gonna be selling Indie Princess nudes for super chat. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure you get that 100 pretty quick.
We'll be selling Sugar Chris nudes on my channel, and here they get really raunchy here.
But
mine are like hand bras. Here's gonna be.
They take YouTube takes a cut of it, don't they?
They do. I'm not sure how much they're gonna take yet, but they're gonna take. They're gonna get their taste.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll make sure they get more than their fair share.
I just saw the little vampires that Soul puts next to the I'm So Goth issue 1 and 2. That's so cute. I love it. I use black hearts and a skull, but I'm digging the vampires. I might have to incorporate those.
Yeah, and it's something for him, Mister. He hates vampires so much.
Oh, really? I'd like to hear that story.
But that's why I keep taking puns at Bloodhunt or Vincent, because that's my character Vincent in Bloodhunt, and he's a vampire. He's an assassin vampire.
Ooh, I like that.
Soul always likes. Soul is a excellent chat host, and he always
Yep.
makes sure to add good little personal touches to everything he does.
Thank you, Soul.
And Pell saying no nude sugar, Chris. No.
Very gonna go shopping for a dress.
For Chris, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah. I mean,
You could do an entire live stream on that. Just go to the mall and pick out his dress. Do it with Lola.
Well, the thing is, I go dress shopping with Lola quite a bit, and dressing and heel shopping.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like heel shopping. I don't like shoe shopping with Lola because Lola does not wear regular shoes. Like, we're not going to Foot Locker,
Right.
and we're not going to Discount Shoe Warehouse either. She wants, all of her heels are platform, like 8 inches and higher. So we have to go to adult novelty stores.
Cirillas.
Naughty Time Novelty, Playtime. That was all these places. The greasier, the better for the shoes, apparently.
The better deals, anyway, man.
Yeah, and I feel uncomfortable being in those places. Like,
Really? I used to work at Cirillas when it was
Did
still
you?
Priscilla's. Yeah,
Well,
I was the assistant manager there.
Well, Cirillas is okay because they're like corporate, but like some of these other mom and pop ones.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
they
they'll
can get a
have,
little
like-
scary.
Yeah, like there'll be a guy who walks up to you. He looks like Chris, but he's got lipstick on and breast, and you're like, "Hi, what's up? How you doing?" It's like, okay, and then he takes the breast off. Like, you want a pair of these? I don't want your fake breast. Those are nice though.
Actually, you know what?
But no, yeah, I feel uncomfortable in those shows, in those stores, because there's big, huge members hanging up all over the place. And
Yeah, see, in Cirillas, they separate the movies and the giant penises from the
Good.
clothes and the shoes. Yeah,
Good. See, that's what I'm talking about. They can at least do that for me.
you go to the back room for the movies and the dildos.
See, they don't do that at the place she goes to. They everything's together. Like, and you're like, I swear I'm not looking for,
A strap-on? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm damn sure. Yeah. I no, thank you.
Sorry, Chris. I don't mean to ruin your stream.
Okay.
There's
I'm
no
learning
chance of that.
learning a lot about Barry today.
Yeah. I see you picking it. Yeah, see you picking that dress. I like to see it.
Oh, Red says 30%. I guess is what they take out of the YouTube. The YouTube takes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Pop says merch is the way to go. Pale Rider is saying no to the nudes. Yeah, I agree. You always got to leave a mystery going. Got to keep it a mystery. It
You're
pulls
only
them
going to
in.
get ankles and toes from Chris.
That's right.
People pay for that, Sally.
Let's see. Apparently, Pale Rider will send you a pic of the dress.
Hell yeah.
Soul says he just thinks vampire teeth look stupid in 99% of cases, and especially in Blood Hunt with the fruity coat that he has before he becomes a vampire, which every other
'cause he's an
hitman would mock
assassin.
it for.
Yeah, because he's an assassin before he turns into a vampire.
All right, there you go.
He's so racist because he's
What-
a vampire. That's when he needs to change his clothing.
Well,
No, he
Soul
has to tell before.
just thinks the coat is not befitting of a hitman.
Well, I don't think you get to decide what hit men want to wear or hit women. I think that's
Yeah,
their
I
choice.
know, right?
I don't, isn't it universally?
Not wrong. Not wrong.
Isn't it universally accepted that hit men all wear suits and hit women all wear like evening gowns?
No.
No, it's not.
No.
Okay.
Oh, there's Nine Realms Publishing. Hello, Mr. Odin.
Michael Odin.
Hey, Chris, share my screen.
I need to get him on.
This is what he's
Okay.
complaining about.
Oh, dude.
Was it purple at first? What Mandela
It was-
effect did I
What's
universally
wrong
fall
with
into?
purple?
I thought it was red.
I know, right?
No, there's nothing wrong with purple.
Nope.
I could have sworn that was red before.
Well, it's got
Nope.
some really nice red highlights on it.
Oh, hold on. Does it C1MK? Go here. There you go.
It is
The original.
crap. It is purple. Wow, I would have lost money on this.
I love it.
Mhm.
Oh, it is. That's a nice image.
Yeah, I wanted to have something that was, I didn't want to use red, and I wanted him to be like, cold
Yeah.
and look like he wants to be known as the Reaper, and I thought that was the perfect colors. That's before
I
he becomes a vampire.
Purple gets used on a lot of like partially villainous characters. If you're an anti-hero or if you are,
And-
just a little bit darker than usual. Like you see purple on Spawn and
Yeah.
plenty of other characters that like live on that edge. I think it's a great choice.
He's not a good guy. He's really not a good guy.
Nope, wrong.
He's a guy that kills people for money.
Right.
So praising that and riffing on Winston to balance things. Because his red with you added.
Not wrong.
Okay.
It's very important we all understand color theory in here. Oh,
And
yes.
there you go. Nine Rail Publishing goes purple is the color of the gods.
75.
yeah. Purple is also the color of royalty. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, nice. Nice,
So-
nice.
Wait. Purple's the color of royalty.
purple and gold.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So I have a question. And does that make Wesley Snipes? Never mind.
Why not?
Yeah, it makes them believe that they are royalty, like the Smith.
Well, no. People listen. They'll think back about that joke I just made, and they'll be like, "Oh, that's so insensitive." Listen, Wesley's dark.
Wow.
Wesley Snipes is dark, and
Yeah.
he's gone beyond black. He's gone to purple.
Dude, I thought that one of the things about Wesley Snipes that made me laugh the hell off is he gets out of jail for tax evasion, jumps in the Expendables, and makes a joke that he's just got out of prison because of that, because he was in prison for tax evasion. Makes fun of himself in the goddamn movie.
And then, and then now he's got Jennifer Lopez saying that he assaulted her on set.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, that's
Yes.
unfortunate.
I had to remove a character like him from my comic. I was like, well, I don't want to run afoul of J-Lo. I better.
Who do I care more about pissing off?
Yeah.
not just that is, she had to, it's like who pissed who off first.
Well, yeah. Also, the amount of wars fought over Indigo dye. No. That was actually incorrect, Michael. I know you're a history buff, but they weren't fighting over Indigo dye. They're willing to die over Indicia. They want to die over weed. Indigo. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yeah.
All right. All right, Pale Rider. Which GIF was I supposed to be sharing? Because we got some backers. Because you made like 2 or 3, and then you made a couple of thumbnail pictures. I don't know which one you made.
Raunchy one that he made of you, Chris.
But they're always about me in various forms of red dress.
Well, while you're stalling for time, Tick Tick Boom. Watched it last night.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
We haven't watched that yet, but I'm so ready.
I was ready last night. My body was ready. And I'm
You
like,
were
hey,
in the
we're
Larson
running a-
mindset?
Well, yeah,
You
I'm like,
watched-
running
what
a
was
little Tick Tick Boom. This Jonathan Larson, who created Rent, it's his biopic.
Oh, I never heard of it.
Starring
Yeah,
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew, he did a great job. Andrew Garfield might be one of the best actors of our time. However, I'm watching the movie and I'm like, hey, we're getting a little long here. And how long was this movie? Because we haven't gotten into, some stuff yet. What? And then it kind of just like ends.
What?
Yeah, it ends.
Oh no. All right.
Yeah, we'll talk after you watch it. We'll talk
Yeah.
about it.
Okay. I'll come on and
Yeah.
we can just talk about Tick Tick Boom all day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Ryder keeps the show going.
He does.
Yeah, well, where would we be without Pale Rider? I would probably be in a much better mental state. That's-
Nine Realm said that he says that they'd have a higher viewer count if Chris was in his red dress. The real crime to the stream is that Chris isn't maximizing promo potential.
Oh no!
How well do you understand self-marketing, Chris?
Not at all.
No.
I don't know nothing. Gonna keep
Neither
it
do
that
I.
way.
I'm afraid that they Chris snaps.
But apparently the red dress is the answer, so we got to bring it in. We got to see if it works.
Yeah. And we said it before. The red dress press should be a thing.
Yeah.
Odin wants to know if Tick Tick Boom made you cry, Varian. He hasn't watched it yet.
One part got me teary, especially knowing the outcome.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of parallels between, you know, creators. So yeah, it was like, okay, I'm here. I'm not gonna cry. And then, you know, they don't show you what would really hurt you. That's not in the movie at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's not in the movie.
Man.
Yeah, that's not in the movie. So
See, we're really big Jonathan Larson fans in this house. Like,
Mhm.
I can't tell you, I don't have enough fingers to count the number of times we've honestly had a conversation that says, what kind of brilliant musicals and stories would exist in this world if Jonathan Larson were still with us? Like, he put Rent into the world, and that was the swan song. Like, he had so much more in him, and if you're a fan, you know it. You can sense it, that he had these super in-depth, beautiful tales to tell. And the hot takes that he would have had on the world as it is today, I'm like, God damn it.
yeah. He's it's a good movie. It's a good movie, but it's just, if I had to give it stars out of 5, I'd give it 3.
Oh, all right. I'll watch it and we'll commiserate. We'll have a conflap.
Yeah.
So I've learned today that it's seems pretty easy to make Varian cry.
Oh man,
Yeah.
It used
A
to be-
good story
Yeah.
makes Varian cry.
yeah. It used to be hard, and then I became a father, and that all of a sudden it's like somebody ripped my balls out and I didn't have them anymore. That book Prior to Baghdad, the comic book about the lions escape from the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
I cried and I excused myself to the bathroom. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom, be right back. And I went to the bathroom for like 5 minutes and just boo-hooed.
There is nothing wrong with men crying, nothing at all. I'll tell you what, as a woman, so as an aside, I'm bi, and there is nothing that makes me feel more connected to another human than seeing them emotional, seeing them use their emotions and feel their emotions. It doesn't matter if they're a man or a woman. There's nothing that...
I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with crying. That's for sure. It doesn't make you less of a man. It's the reason why.
Right.
I do think that, you know, we tend to be a little bit more like, we try to hide the fact that we're going anywhere to cry.
Yeah,
Actually, like, I'm gonna go over here and have a break. But
well, American Western society doesn't teach to be any other way, man.
yeah,
So, but it's awesome to be empowered and know that you can have those feelings and that there are plenty of people that are not going to judge you poorly for that. If anything, I hold you in higher regard.
I know Mike Owen's getting ready to drop. He's
It's
getting
not
ready to
just
drop
about
that out.
judgment at a certain point. It's also about getting used. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people protect their sensitivities, because people
Yeah.
take advantage of them and
Mhm.
use them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I
I
can
know
understand
Owen's he's getting ready to put that book out, The Embrace. And I said, I know he's gonna get ready to make me cry. And if he makes me cry, I'm gonna call him. We're gonna have a whole conversation about me crying. I gotta get out of here, guys. I wanted to pop on though and just say hello to you all this morning, and then pick on Lisa for being, you know, Lisa. I don't see Jeremy behind you though.
I appreciate it.
I don't see Jeremy behind you. That's okay.
No, he's not feeling super great today. So
Okay. Tell him to feel better.
I'm working on
Hopefully
it.
it gets better. Yeah.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow night as well.
Yeah,
Later,
absolutely.
man. All right. I'll see you guys later. Guys, have a great show. Chris, Sim, Lisa. Chris.
Bye, Varian.
Yep. See you later, Varian.
Get the red dress.
Later.
Little
Yeah.
frosty
All right.
tips.
I'll work on that.
All right, guys. Have a good day.
Yep. Later. Odin. Pale Rider's already gotten OnlyFans up for that.
He's
All
asking
right.
me to promote it. We need more followers. I'm like,
We got Lola in the chat. Hello, hello,
What's
hello.
up?
Hey.
We always know she's here because there's always a big butt.
Dark Side saying, I cry when I realized that I had to work today. See, that's a good reason.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. We look so much alike. JK says, what is emotion?
Are you Vision or are you Mewtwo? I can't tell.
Odin says, an acceptable reason for crying, Boromir taking arrows to save Merry and Pippin.
Yes, I just watched that with my son last night for the first time. We watched the extended edition. We're gonna watch the Two Towers today, and he and I were both on the couch like, because in the beginning he was like, as soon as they introduced Boromir, he looked at me and he's like, that is not a good guy. That's not a good guy. And I'm like, just wait, it gets better. You're gonna love him. You're gonna feel for him. And then he was crying, and I was like, yes, Lord of the Rings fucking wins again.
Boromir was a champ.
He came around at the end.
Let's see. I was working on a drug. Of course you are, Pale Rider. Oh my. All right, so I don't know what GIF, how to show these GIFs. I can't get them to go full screen. I click on them, they just stop working. They just pause.
Okay.
I don't know how to operate the internet.
It's a difficult thing.
You download it, and then you click it and you open it with your image viewer on your PC.
How do I download it?
You right click, download image. A GIF is an image.
It just pauses when I right click.
When you right click on the direct link. Hold on, let me go. Hold on.
I don't know what direct link. What are you talking about?
Trust me. I know you don't know.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
Okay, Nine Realms. If we haven't connected on other social media, on Twitter and Instagram, I am at Tree _Madam. I would love to hear more about these writings. I am a huge nerd, and Lord of the Rings is a very near and dear thing to my heart. I actually have a tattoo for my daughter with her name in Elvish. So I'm about it. Let's connect. Let me read these things.
I haven't read Lord of the Rings in a while. It's been a while since I read them.
Yeah, I could probably stand to do a reread.
I used to watch the full extended director's cut version and all of the movie every year with my brother. It was a long watch, but it was good.
It's always good. That's the thing for me with the movies. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, it's always good. Even though you know 100% what's going to happen, I'm still stunned by certain scenes, by the majesty of how they look, how they were filmed. The score for those movies lives in my head rent-free till the day I die.
By the way, I just wanted to bring something to the attention of the people in the chat and everybody else. Just found out that Indiegogo is switching. Now you're going to have to submit like Kickstarter.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they're turning into, they're going, Indiegogo switches gears to come to more closely screen crowdfunding campaign. Crowdfunding platform Indiegogo is changing the way that does business, shifting from an open platform where anyone can raise money for just about any purpose to a closed model where every campaign will receive a manual review before it can go live.
I feel like
the funny
that's
part is
one of the...
The funniest part is that they're also starting a crowdfunding alliance with rival GoFundMe. They own GoFundMe. Get it? Yeah. They're starting an alliance with their rival. Like they own them. Fuck.
God, I love how easy it is for corporations to pull the wool over people's eyes like that.
Yep. Yeah. Like Black Panther, the first black superhero ever to be on a movie.
It says.
Like the new actor they're trying to get for the Silver Surfer. First black actor to play Silver Surfer. You're like,
nope.
And what about Lawrence Fishburne?
You just sometimes it's just this for me, just over and over.
Or
Like,
the worst one is when they go first woman to do something. You're like, bitch, where you been
Right.
the last 30 years?
have you not been paying attention? It's
Yeah.
all about those headlines. It's the world of social media. What can we say? And I mean, that's all the way back to the beginnings of publishing and journalism is what do I say to grab the attention of someone and make them think that what I have to say is special?
Yeah, but it's grasping to the thing that everybody wants to be the chance to be a star. They want to be discovered. They want to be that. Yeah. Like I like to say, like people, it's like the world is suffering from the Peter Pan syndrome and the superstar syndrome, all mixed
Yeah.
into one. If you remember that old movie, Superstar.
I do. That was high school for me. So it's kind of embedded permanently.
Hey, it's Dunkel Zipper. This is way too late. I know, but still, up the irons. Hello, Dunkel Zipper.
So
We were just looking at the I'm So Goth Kickstarter campaign.
Hey, I can't believe that it's jumped up this much already. Thank you so much for having me on here. I know that's been a huge help. I really appreciate the chance to connect with more people that might connect with the story. Like I was saying earlier, for a long time, my mental health stopped me from doing a lot of reaching out and connecting, despite the fact that I could probably talk for hours and hours and hours. I'm going to blame that on the ADHD. And but I love the opportunity because I really want to get these stories out there. I want to get them told. And I think that other people will connect with them the same way that I connected with SLG stuff when I was in high school and with Scott Pilgrim and Disney and Pixar. I want to give that feeling to other people with the stories that we create. So thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I seen that you were, down into the hours to go, so I was like, well, I better get her on as quick as possible then.
Thank you. I
support indie
appreciate it.
creators. Support indie creators where it's more about just making money, but we do want to make money.
Yeah, I mean we just want to be able to survive though. That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, don't
Get
get me
paid.
wrong. It would be great to have like I live in a 100-year-old house in Flint, Michigan. When I moved in, we didn't have running water. I brought my kids here with me because that was our option, and we had to raise funds to get the pipes in our house replaced. We had to rely on our community to get heat in our house because our pipes had been stripped and we didn't have a heater. It was a lot of ups and downs, and that's kind of the life of a freelancer and indie kind of creator until somebody sees you and appreciates that you have worth. And usually the first people to do that are your community. And that was awesome.
Let's see. What's this say? Power says, and someone in South Africa hacked into the Red Dress OnlyFans. I had to change the password this weekend.
They want the name.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody, it's like I said, like a bearded lady is a unicorn, dude.
Everybody wants that red dress, even South Africans, apparently. Oh, Lord.
On Jeremy's work, I love these inset panels that he does. There's something about that always harkens me back to like Animaniacs and Tiny Toons and that kind of stuff from my childhood where they suddenly really quickly zoom in on something I want to see attention to. And these speed lines that he does in the panel right next to it showing like, I feel that moment when she gets gut checked. And I'm like, oh man, I've been there. I think he's got such an amazing talent for that. And then in these two bottom panels, how he's got that blue light fading in and connecting with the Bogolite. It's so good. I'm a big fan of my spouse.
Dude, Dunkel Zipper's like Sim again. A huge thing for Blood Hunt. So almost threw me out of his house with the comic, but I'm sure deep down in his black heart, he thinks the comic is cool though. Then you go one message down, Dunkel Zipper. No, I don't. Wink.
Oh. No, I don't.
Wow.
You need a backup like a strip club.
Not me, man. No, thank you. I am
Hello.
nowhere near nowhere near that capability in life. Thank you.
Oh lordy. The drinks must have started kicking in on Pale Rider.
Yep. That's the fun part is like different time zones, right?
How many
You're in the
backers are
morning.
we
Some
at?
people are very late.
Oh, I don't know. 196.
So in 4 more backers, we're adding 4 more pages to the story. So when we hit 200 backers, hopefully, fingers crossed, we're adding another Barry Bean Buddies short and extra content. Very excited about that.
Sweet. That's the best. That is the best kind of stretch goal. Is
Yeah.
some more pages.
I think so too.
Yeah, that's the stretch goal I get excited over.
Yeah, but I mean, it depends what you're doing. Because if it's an extra story, sometimes it can slow down the production. But as long as you're straightforward, people like extra pages, like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when we went into this, we expressly wanted people to know, like, we in the past had gotten in trouble with not being ready on time. Like, we thought it was going to be snap, snap, we'd be done, it'd be out the door. But life happens, man. And there are things outside of your control. And you have to under promise and over deliver in a situation like this, because people are hard to trust indie creators in the first place. They're like, oh, you don't have a big name backing you. I can't just go pick you up at my local shop from Diamond Distributing. I don't know, man. That's rough. And then if you don't deliver, then they lose all faith in you. So with this instance, we were like, all right, physical copies for March, because we want to be able to get them out much sooner than that. But if there's a paper shortage, ink shortage, printing issue, any of those things outside of our control, now we can accommodate them without failing anybody that had faith in us.
But also just do updates.
Yeah,
don't just
for sure.
disappear. Do at least updates, and people won't mind if they have to wait. Update them. Don't just tell them, thank you for your money and never. That's one of the things that I've been around trying to, back when it was mainly Kickstarter doing crowdfunding. And how many project never fulfilled? It died. Like comics, everything died on Kickstarter until Brian Pulido came back. Because it's the same thing that's happening right now that happened before. Is they started doing movies, they started doing video games, then the big companies started showing up in crowdfunding to try and freaking do their own thing to overshadow the small creators. Look what's happening now. We've been making a lot of freaking win with our comics on Indiegogo and Kickstarter. So right now, where are the mainstream? On Kickstarter and Indiegogo. Why the hell are the mainstream on there?
Oh, there's another one. 197.
Thank you.
Let's see. You don't even read, Chris. Why do you want more pages? Because then I can be like, look at all these books I've read, and I hold up the big stack. It makes it look bigger when there's more pages. Let's see. Power says we didn't forget. You owe us a gift. I can't. I went to that thing you said. You said to get it off the the feed. I right click it. It just says copy GIF address. It doesn't.
Jeremy just did this piece since we got over 9,000. He just sent it over to me. I'm going to share my screen so you guys can see it.
Oh, okay.
Give me just 1 second.
Oh, okay.
And Pell is saying we didn't forget you owe us a gift, Chris.
I already responded to that, Sim.
I know. I'm just reminding it.
Where have you been?
Right here.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Tank Ferret just joined us.
Hey, Tank. Good morning, all of you magnificent beasts. Mr. Tank.
Oh, I can't show you. For some reason, Google Chrome is being a jerk. But I will get it posted up on my Facebook and link for you.
Oh, okay.
It's fun. It's Colette in cosplay.
Here, I'll make Pale Rider happy. Here's the GIF. There, Pale Rider. There's a GIF. I'm showing it to everybody.
I love it.
Yeah, if y'all want to see that in real life, get us to 1,000 subs, I guess.
Yeah.
Run, sugar, run. And Belle just said that's not the one.
What? You shared 2 of them. How many more do you want me to? Let me look.
I think it was the show is so good I had to like it twice.
I don't even see. You never shared that on Twitter. You only shared that in the DMs, didn't you? If you did, you didn't tag me in it. Let me look. Gosh dang it, Pepper. The crap I gotta go through to deal with you. Yeah, I don't even see it on your Twitter profile. Take on Pale Rider. Let's see.
Okay.
The one with your face. Yeah, I know that other one, but I didn't see it. Oh, here we go. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll share that. Let's see. Where? Which one is it? Is it this one? Or is it this one? There we go. There we go. Okay.
So that's what Jeremy's been working on while he's not feeling well. He's been inside doing this. Colette in cosplay as Vegeta.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was when Vegeta was the best. Was at his best during the Saiyan saga.
Yeah.
It all went downhill from there. That's it. All right. Well, it says get him to 1K. We need Red Dress Chris in our lives. No, you don't need it. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Okay, let me get back to the campaign. Bring that up because I don't know how to bring up the other GIF.
You don't know how, or you don't want to.
Well, I don't know how. The only time I've seen that other GIF is in the DMs, and I can't bring it up, and I can't make it go full screen. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
He's just said he just reposted it.
No excuses.
All right, fine.
Get on it.
All right, let's see. Things I gotta deal with. There.
Wow. Loving the little hip shimmy. Very nice.
Yes, very classy, Pale
Very
Rider.
enticing.
You weren't feeling that good that day. You look a bit yellowish in the face.
Ah, yeah. Looks
Look
like
nauseous.
you caught a little jaundice there, buddy.
Well, you know, I'm just gonna move on. I got nothing. Oh, Jesus.
No, we just passed the 2 hour, buddy.
Have we? Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, it is like 2:14 here. Yeah,
I
gotta
appreciate you
start
having
wrapping
me
it
on
up.
if you've got to wrap it up.
Yeah, I gotta start wrapping it up because I gotta spend a little bit of time with my niece and then go to bed. I gotta work tonight.
But this was fun. You're always welcome, and hopefully one day your husband will join us too.
Yes, one day when he is not feeling ill, he will absolutely be here. We'll have a great time.
And
Thank you so much for having me.
And I'm sure they'll make me tell him the story too.
I can relay
Of
it.
course.
I'll let you know.
No, don't.
No.
You can tell him, but tell him to act like he never heard it before, please.
It doesn't matter because they'll say, "Well, it wasn't on the stream. It doesn't count."
Yeah, it doesn't count. He wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Soul.
Alrighty. Final statement, Sam.
Don't forget to sub, like, and share. Go check out the I had a blank for the title of the book. I just retweeted the. Anyways, and go check out my second chance campaign.
All right, Miss Lisa.
Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And if you guys will all go check out the I'm So Goth campaign, and if you don't want to follow, that's cool. If it's not your type of book, that's awesome. But as an indie comics community, I beg you to please share it with other people that might love it. We all need to lift each other up like that. So I really appreciate you guys having me on here, and I hope you'll check it out. And I hope to see you all again soon.
All right. Let me check the chat really quick here before it goes out. Let's see. DM Chris Maxi. Thank you, Tank. Everybody, can't get enough of that sugar, Chris. He got the booty, don't quit.
There you go. Maybe we could close with that.
And then let's see. He's telling him to get that face actually. He's using. Take more vitamin B though. Okay. Really quick. Like, share, and sub. That's right. Oh, Odin's saying, I hope you enjoy the piece, Lisa. I sent it via Facebook. You should have a friend request / message from him.
Very cool. I cannot wait. I'm sure I will.
Alrighty. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and we'll wrap this up with Sims video. Later.